Hey everyone, welcome into the Investing in Real Estate show. I'm Clayton Morris, longtime real estate investor, and I'm here with my man Jerry Norton, who is the master behind flipping houses. You know me as a buy and hold investor. I buy real estate and I hold it. Jerry buys real estate and he flips it. So we wanted to have Jerry come on the show today to talk about flipping houses and how it really can be one of the fastest ways to make money in real estate investing. Great to see you, my man.
Thanks. Yeah, good to be here. And you're right, it is a fast way to make money in real estate.
So we've been putting this series together. So this is not the first in this video series. We've got a lot. We're going to be walking you through sort of step by step how to flip houses, how to find deals, how to sell contracts, how to actually own the real estate yourself, get in there with a hammer and do all the work and make a lot of money. But we want to kind of start slow. Bring people in gently in this series and kind of give them a high-level overview of how much money you can make in real estate. If someone is sitting there, stumbled across this video for the first time, looking to make a change in his or her life for the better, what is a realistic expectation that someone can have about getting started in real estate investing, and how much money could they make kind of in that first year?
Yeah, so great question. I mean, obviously it depends on how many deals you do, how big of deals you do, what price point in the market that you focus on. But what's great is you can go after the big profits and do these fix and flips, where you're gonna buy it, you're gonna renovate it to some extent, put it back on the market, sell it to a retail buyer. On those ones, you can make some pretty substantial profits. I mean, $25,000 is kind of like your average. You should definitely be hitting that type of number on a regular size flip, all the way up to six figures on one deal.
And what's the ground? So I know on my third deal, my first deal was like $2,500 bucks. I think my second deal I did about $13,000. My third deal I did was $43,000.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good, and it happened within about 60 days of just starting from the ground up.
Yeah.
Now I was like a dog with a bone. I was like, I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to change my life. But maybe that's not realistic, or is that can someone do that in that amount of time?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I would look at, on a fix and flip, you're usually looking at about 90 to 120 days.
Okay.
On a typical flip, you know. And that depends too. Carpet and paint can be done pretty quick and it's back on the market. Or you can be doing a full gut job, roof, window siding, furnaces, plumbing, electrical, everything, cabinets. So obviously there's some rehabs that are much more extensive. But you want to kind of work into those types of deals. It's interesting, today I have a closing on a deal that's a $1 million home, and it's a 250 plus profit deal. But that doesn't happen overnight, right? It takes time to get to those types of deals, but that's the kind of potential that you can make in this business.
I love, and by the way, I love that Jerry has a closing today. He's got $1 million closing, and he's sitting here with me today, and he's not even at the closing.
No, I don't go to closings.
I haven't been to a closing in years.
I see people go to closings. I'm like, why are you going to a closing?
I think when you first start out, you get that excitement of going to a closing, and you want to get that check handed to you from the title company.
I'm like, I don't want the check. Wire it to my account.
Exactly. I don't want to have to go to the bank for that. Right. So if someone's watching this for the first time and they think, okay, the title of this video is how to make money fast in real estate. It really is, I think, one of the fastest ways to build wealth that I know of. If you focus, take action, and actually start to get out there and do deals. So why is it the fastest method, do you think, to build wealth?
Yeah, it's funny because in my world of flipping, a fix and flip is actually not fast, it's long.
Right.
60, 90, 120. Most of my rehabs now, since they're a little bigger, are more like 6-9 months because they're pretty extensive, because I like the big ones.
And we're going to see some later in this video series. We're going to walk you through some different properties that, will take up to a year to build.
Yeah, my new construction flips are over a year, some of them, end to end. But there is a way to actually make money flipping that's way faster. I mean, immediately when you get a contract, you can flip your contract. And now you're looking at smaller profits of maybe 5 to 10, all the way up to 15, 20,000. But that's on a wholesale deal, which is a completely different flipping strategy where you can actually see the money even faster than a fix and flip.
And Jerry's got a program, and we'll have a link in the description below, which if you find a deal, if you're just getting started and you actually go out and find a deal, you can actually go through Jerry's program and he'll pay you $10,000 for bringing him a deal. Because Jerry called me up, he said, Clayton, I do a lot of fix and flips, but I need more deals. Can we talk to your audience? Because I need more deals. I'll pay your audience $10,000 for a property. Why do you do that?
That's every fix and flipper's number one problem in today's market is deals, right? We're all looking for more deals. And so you can become a finder anybody can become a finder. You
Right.
learn some things. I've got software and tools for how to go find these deals. You got to get out there and hustle. You got to find them, make the offers, get the contracts. But investors like me will pay to have the opportunity to take that deal you found, and we'll pay well. I'll pay $10,000 if you find a deal.
And that, my friends, is the fastest way to make money in real estate. It's because you're finding these deals. You're not going to be necessarily doing what Jerry's doing right now. We're going to get there. But you might not be right now getting in there doing that full year-long renovation. You might want to get that $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 in your bank account from just flipping a contract to somebody like Jerry, and you build up that arsenal of money. Now you can start to go out and buy rental properties, which is something I advocate, or you could even do more what Jerry does and actually start buying these properties yourself and funding the renovations yourself. And now you're starting to make $100,000, $200,000, $250,000 per deal.
And that's exactly what I did when I got started. I just focused on flipping contracts for a while.
Yeah.
Until I got really good at that. Nothing's better than a padded bank account. And I transitioned kind of slowly into a fix and flip and getting funding and now managing contractors. So you can ease your way into that and start to do those bigger deals when the time's right.
Right.
Definitely.
And it's really a great strategy, because I think people forget that, you don't have to do all of this at once, and I think that some of the best things in life take a little time. Put in the time learning how to do wholesaling first, build up that arsenal of cash, maybe buy your first, rental property, and then start doing some of these bigger flips. And that's why this is one of the fastest ways to build wealth through this process. And we're going to show you a property in a little bit later in our video series that I was able to find, was able to get under contract, and was able to sell to a flipper in a short amount of time because they needed deals just like Jerry.
The main thing is just get in the game, right?
Right.
Just start. That's the amazing thing. I would have never thought that I could have transitioned from starting out with nothing into doing multi-million-dollar flips. But you just start, you progress, and you learn, and you do one at a time, and you start to get better. And that's just how we do things, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's so exciting. This is how you can make money quickly in real estate, which is to get in right now, start to find these deals. And one thing I wanted to kind of go back on something Jerry said was, you might find a deal and want to sell it to somebody like Jerry, and he'll pay you $10,000 for it. Or you can find a deal and then do the renovations yourself, which can take you 90 days, 120 days. But guess what? You might even find a deal that doesn't need hardly any work at all. You find a motivated seller, you're able to actually even put it out on the multiple listing service, or just flip it almost immediately and make a profit on it without even having to do anything. Maybe trash it out a little bit, but not even have to paint the place, right? I mean, we've done deals like that.
Yeah, we actually call that wholetailing,
Right.
where you wholesale it back to a retail buyer. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of strategies to do. And in every market, there are local active investors that are looking for deals. As a wholesaler, if you start to get into this and you start to find deals and you want to flip your contracts, one of the challenges is you have to go network and find those cash buyers. What's great about me is I'll be your buyer. You don't have to worry about finding the buyer either. So that's kind of cool too.
So the next question is, how do we find these properties? That is in the next video. You're going to want to check that out. That is the next video, how to find these properties. And then you can sell them to Jerry. He'll pay you $10,000 per property. So check out the next video. My man Jerry Norton will be back, and we're going to dive into how to find these properties.